Welcome, 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 Fabric Queen Tarot here. And I got a beautiful message for you here today because, boy, things are a little bit exciting, all right, to say the least here. And I'm hearing the 411, okay? The 411 here. So, it's kind of like somebody doesn't want to talk, all right? But at the same time, it's like they've kind of been avoiding this, all right? They really have not wanted to open up here. And you might have had to move a few things around here, okay, to kind of just step up to the plate, offer something here, okay? And yet you've got some good overall vibes here with regards to this. It kind of feels good to do this, doesn't it? But at the same time, you're so energized with Mars here, energized to confront something here. All right, to the extent that you feel like there's been a little bit of a push and a little bit of force behind this, okay? Because I feel like this might have to do with some overall immaturity here, whether it's yours or somebody else's. But I'm also going to give a shout out to Aries, even though this is for the collective here. I am going to give a shout out to Aries here because you're going to have to stand in your willpower, all right? I feel like this is something not so easily you're going to be able to walk away from, all right? And yet, I think you already know. You already know deep inside you, you already know. It's almost like you got a little bit of a snippet, okay? Like the universe sent you a sign here. But you're going to do this your own way, okay? I feel like just about anybody and everybody could tell you what to do, but you're going to do this your own way here. You also might realize, too, you might be facing the South Node here. And I'm hearing there's a few things you're going to remember here, all right? There's going to be some significant moments here you're about to remember. And yet possibly overall reconsider here too, because I think within this situation, as much as what you probably questioned this, as much as what you probably wondered about this, there is something here, okay, that's going to trigger you. I will tell you that, all right? And right now is not the time to be worrying about what's going to trigger you as much as what you're going to have to remember. I also see the seventh house here too. And I think some of this might have to do with a relationship. I think that some of this has got to do with overall being diplomatic. Now, keep in mind, this could have to do with a coworker, a friend, a family, a loved one here, significant other. But it's like, you know what? So everything's kind of fair and square is what I'm hearing, okay? Neatly tucked away here is what I just heard too. Because when I look at the fourth house here, all right, you might be seeing sevens, you might be seeing fours here. You're going to be doing what makes you feel secure. You're going to be speaking up and saying what makes you feel secure within here. But you're also going to be looking for that support. You're going to be looking for that comforting, overall invigorating, maybe a pat on the back here. Okay, validation most importantly. And for some of you, this has definitely got to do with what you call your home base. Okay, maybe with regards to family, including here, but it's going to kind of put everything in a nutshell here. And I feel like that nutshell's about to get cracked. Okay, maybe even a little bit roasted here too. All right, take it as it resonates here, because at this point in time, anything is unimaginable. Okay, it's imaginable. It's definitely. I'm hearing somebody played all the right cards, by the way. Okay, when it came to gossip, my nose was itching. So, they played all the right cards when it came to gossip. But the thing of it is, as much as what they played all the right cards, you played your cards too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. And I know you did. All right. And I feel like overall there's probably people watching. You might sense or feel like you've got some spectators, some people watching you. But that's okay. Okay. Because when this all comes out in the wash, where are they going to be? Hanging pretty low, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And there's going to be some aftermath. Yes, there is. You know there is. Okay. I see squirrel medicine here. Okay. Because I feel like, you know what, there's some secrets about to be revealed. Okay. And I also feel like, you know what, you're going to be doing some planning. All right. No different than a squirrel does. Okay. And you're going to be trusting your own counsel first here before you trust anybody else's. I'm also picking up self-care and self-love here, okay? Trying to find overall balance within yourself, but balance within your situation here. And I feel like you're going to make yourself a priority here now, moving forward here when this all comes out. because I've also got Dove Medicine here too. Okay. And this is about a brand new beginning. All right. A brand new beginning within your life here. Okay. But it's also got to do with, you know what, finding some forgiveness, forgiveness within yourself. Okay. Maybe just forgiving somebody else for yourself here, because it's there and then. You've got your freedom, right? You can let go, all right? You can totally let go. The number 19 might be significant to you here. And I'm hearing gratitude, which is acknowledging what overall took place, what overall happened. And maybe that's why you don't want to talk. Maybe that's why you don't want to say anything at all. Maybe you're still, I like to call it marinating, okay? Marinating on the fact and the matter of everything that took place, everything you've had to deal with, everything you've gone through. And yet, I'm picking up somebody shaking somebody's hand here and saying, thank you. Thank you. As much as what it might hurt, as much as what it might not feel so good, I'm hearing somebody saying thank you. Okay? Because as negative as what it sounds, it's actually very positive. See, you don't see it, but you were just given an opportunity right there before your very eyes. And granted, it didn't come in the way you thought it was going to, but it came in at that overall time where I feel like the universe is saying, you know what? We're going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice here. And guess what? We're going to be the judge now. All right? We're going to be the judge. We're going to be the judge as to what overall transpires, what overall happens here. So I wanted to get a little bit more information with regards to this for you, because I wanted to see, you know, what is it that you went through? Why is it that you don't want to talk right now? Is it because you're adrift right now? Not willing to settle? Not willing to want to be responsible right now? Maybe not wanting to put any roots down anywhere, you know what, to create some stability? Or is it because of the fact of the matter behind it, that blind spot? Yeah, kind of got caught up in a whirlwind here, all right? Kind of forgot, and you know what, you couldn't really see what was going on around you because you were so busy over here that you forgot what was over there. And could it also be because of the fact that you're grieving something? Grieving something maybe that didn't work out the way that you thought it would. And maybe the way you imagined. And right now, you know what? You're feeling that loss. Feeling that loss. And I'm hearing needs. And you're worried with regards to your emotional needs. Now what? Because for a long time you felt like you were drowning. All right? You felt like you couldn't keep your head above water here. In fact, it got to the point you had to ask for some help. All right? Because you seriously thought you were drowning. And I see reaching. Yeah, reaching. Like you were trying to connect. But every time you stepped out and tried to connect, the door went shut. Yeah. And that burned, didn't it? That burned really bad. And I feel like every single time you were stuck, picking up those pieces, trying to put everything back together again. Believe it or not, right now I'm kind of hearing, you won't do it again. That's what I hear. You're no longer going to be picking up those pieces because you're no longer afraid of hardships. Not anymore. Not anymore. You know you can confront challenges head on. You know how you can work around those overall obstacles. And you know that every single step that you take creates more growth and more wisdom for you. That's right. And now you're ready to let go. The river of release. Yep. You're going to let that river carry those overall burdens away so you don't ever have to feel that again. And yet you know you're going to be guided to recovery, to some healing, to renewal, a renewal of faith within yourself here, so that you can be fully immersed to what it is that you truly deserve and you desire. Yeah, which is your destiny. And I see those meadow moments where things are peaceful, they're balanced, where you can be in the moment and not have to worry, where things are simple and yet new. And I'm hearing it's all going to happen here in divine timing. It's all going to happen with regards to divine timing here. I'm hearing just be patient. Take time to manifest those things that you want and you desire within your life. Because Lord knows you've been through it. Okay? You have definitely been through it. In fact, I'm being pulled to the long road card. It's been a long road. It's been truly a long, long road. And as much as what you know, it's been a long road, a long journey, you've still been searching and looking for what it is that you want. And I know at times you feel like you're alone, okay? You feel like there's nobody there, but you're never alone. You're never, ever alone. No, and it's definitely not going to be that way forever. I can tell you that. So, let's get you a little bit more here before we close this out here. Moving forward here, you are going to be standing your ground. You're going to be standing up for what it is that you believe in. And I'm also seeing you are going to be letting go of that fear, that insecurity, okay? And all that worry here, because you know it doesn't give you anything in return. And when I look at the Ten of Swords here in the reverse here, you're going to be pulling yourself together here before you know it. Yes, you are. And I can tell you this much, you've learned a lot from past hardships. I know you have. And that's then and there with the Five of Cups in reverse. You're going to be moving forward. Okay? You're going to be making plans and you're going to be moving forward here. Because I feel like within this situation, there is that forgiveness. And once you can find that overall forgiveness within your heart, within your mind, let me tell you something. It's there and then you realize you've accomplished something. Because the Six of Wands, you're going to be recognized. You're going to know at that overall point, you were a success. Because people are going to be able to see what you were able to let go of. They're no longer going to see it on your face. They're no longer going to see it in your body language. They're going to know that you have advanced, you've healed, okay? And you're still standing. And that is absolutely beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful overall messages I've given in quite a while here. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy to confront something with regards to yourself or with others. And it's tough and it's difficult sometimes to stand in your willpower and stand up for what it is that you believe. But the thing of it is this time of all times, I don't think you're going to get the short end of the stick because you're not going to allow it. So keep that in mind moving forward. And if you're interested in a private session with me, let me know. Contact me through my email, fabricqueentarot@gmail.com. And you know what? I'll send you a link so you can book a session with me. And we will get you started, all right, on this whole new crazy thing called life here, all right, and get you in the right direction and realigned. So with that, I'll be talking to you later.